Hello guys, welcome to Solving Solutions. On today's tutorial, we are going to look at zonal statistics. So it's actually a GIS analysis that calculates the statistics of raster data based on zones defined by a vector layer. Right, good. So that's typically a polygon, right? So in simple terms, it tells you like the average, maximum or minimum values of a raster within each polygon, right? Good. So now how does that work? We have the digital elevation model that covers some coastal local governments, and then we also have the different local government boundaries, right? Good. So if we open the attribute table of the local government boundary, these are the fields that we have. We don't have any field that tells us the maximum or the minimum or any other statistical let's say representation, right? Good. So let's close that. So for us to use it, we search for zonal statistics under the processing toolbox. Okay, so we have it here, zonal statistics, and it's actually under raster analysis. So this algorithm calculates statistics of a raster layer for each feature of an overlapping polygon vector layer, right? Good. So the input layer usually is the vector. The raster layer is the raster data, then the band is there. So the output column prefix, if you want to specify a particular prefix, you can. Otherwise, you just leave it as default as it is. Then for the statistics to calculate, you can use this option to get more. We don't actually need the count. We don't need sum. We don't need mean. Okay, we can go with the minimum. We can go with the maximum, we can go with range, but depending on the statistics you want to calculate, you can actually select them here, right? So let's go with these three, and then we click on OK, right? Good. So we are just going to leave it as a scratch layer. Otherwise, you can decide to save it to a file using this option, save to file, right? Good. So let's run. Good. So we have an output, which is this layer. So we right click and then we open up the attribute table. Now we can see some new fields that have been added. Okay, let's dock this. So okay, let's also close this. We can see some new fields that have been added. We have the minimum, the maximum, and the range, right? Good. You know, the range is dependent on the minimum and the maximum, right? Good. So this is the range. So you now know that for each of these local governments, we have Eastern Obolo. The lowest elevation is about -7, and then the highest elevation is 32. So we have Andon here. You can see the lowest elevation is -33, and then that of the maximum is 31. You can decide to scroll through the different zones you have, which in our case are local government areas, to see the maximum and the minimum elevations that are within that particular region, right? Good. So we have shown you using QGIS how you can carry out this zonal statistics. So we are going to see you with another interesting one. Until then, keep staying safe and have a fantastic time. Bye.